What's good, everybody? It's your girl Savage Cookie, and welcome to my first video. Now, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm reacting to cjdachamp, his newest video, the Jin-Woo trials. Now, before I get started, I would like to dedicate this video to Alex Lee. If y'all don't know who Alex Lee is, he is the English voice actor of Jin-Woo, as y'all can see here. And what's crazy about him uploading this video, I think he uploaded on a 9th on Monday, if I remember. Yeah, I think it's Monday, because on that first weekend of this month, it was Anime Blues Con in Memphis, and he was there for Friday and Saturday. So Friday, I got his picture taken, and then Saturday, I got a solo leveling jersey autograph. So yay! And once again, I know it's been a hot minute, but I'm still going to say congratulations, Alex Lee, for being the voice actor of the year. Yay! Huge shout out to cjdachamp. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the worst crash out he's ever had in his life. To Rampage Jacksoning his
I remember that video.
And redoing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial. One of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight monowa panels. But it is none other than the serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom, Mr. Jin-Woo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because what the fuck, bro? So, without further ado, the Jin-Woo trial.
Oh, that's sick. That is scary and sick. I like that, CJ. I really like that. Big drip woo. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Big drip woo.
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge shout out to Raps.
Actually dive into Exhibit A. Let's get a little context on Mr. Jin-Woo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop, highest ranked niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example, look at fine shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass niggas.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jin-Woo was a fucking
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This nigga was trash. He sucked hot ass buns. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck. So this man, Jin-Woo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jin-Woo's here? Ah, shit, this gonna be a walk in the park, my nigga. This nigga even had his little E-gator, his pocket healer. Fine shit #1, because that's what I'm gonna call it, because I don't know a fucking name. She out here having to heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with they fucking goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like, Jin-Woo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dope.
Real quick, just to let everybody know, I read all the manga, and I especially caught up with the anime. So I am fine. I am definitely fine if the company who made this taking a whole 2 to 3 years off. Marinate this. Marinate this greatness. I'll be waiting. In God's will. I hope as well nothing happens to the artists and everyone who's involved in making this masterpiece. I am willing to wait 2 to 3 years. I don't care. And same thing with the voice actors on both sides, Japanese and English voice actors. I hope y'all be well. Just getting out the way. I'm willing to wait. Just let y'all know.
Dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on bitches, Aaron Yeager style.
Wait, what?
Licking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone. Stepping on bitches. Aaron Yeager style.
Yeah. Attack on Titan as well. When I first read this, obviously. I read all the way through. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. It was like back-to-back slaughter. What? Wait a minute. just it was a lot. When I first read this, but I'm very glad that I stick with it and finish it to the end. All I gotta say is this was peak. My favorite manga.
Getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal. And Jin-Woo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most
animation was awesome.
But luckily
too.
for Jin-Woo, this was only tested by the mysterious system. And Jin-Woo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up.
Yes,
he
sir.
could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash ass nigga anymore. He turned in to Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats,
Dude would have quit the first day.
Only difference is the nigga ain't go home. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man Jin-Woo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. I'm talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum-ass 6-stack. These ski...
Oh, I despise these type of characters. Now, I have read certain mangas in my life when it comes to this type of situation. When it comes to dungeons, anything that happens in the dungeons stays in the dungeon. Like, even though you have survivors, you don't know what happened up in there. When it comes to dungeons, when it comes to people like that, whatever happens in the dungeon, it is what it is.
Scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jin-Woo in this trust fund bum ass. I got all this gear for nothing. Nepo baby Gino. Like, don't get me wrong, I with bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the
like,
definition
don't do too
of
much
I got all the
on
best
him,
fancy
CJ.
new equipment just to steal the ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jin-Woo met up with this 6-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dong-suk, and he explained to Jin-Woo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Ron Dong-suk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jin-Woo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E-rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when Jin-Woo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no heals, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jin-Woo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming 6-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this
Ooh,
dungeon
scary.
is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals. Because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told old boy right here,
I hate spiders,
hey,
y'all.
man,
I got
where's
that
the
bad
gear?
phobia
And
of
bro
that.
says, man, sorry, boss, I left it outside. Jin-Woo and Jin-Ho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment. Capiche? Huh? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this 6-stack is a bunch of con men crooks because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E-rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. Jin-Woo cooks this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal.
Same,
abuse.
CJ,
Look at what
same.
he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga. You know, trust
As
fund,
he
they be
should.
looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team? He just cooked a boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey, bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right? You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure.
Yes, the same.
Drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on,
would too.
the scheming 6-stack come
And
back.
what was
And
the
they were
problem?
surprised the boss is dead.
I'm still
so they
alive.
thought Jin-Ho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jin-Woo and we'll let you live. But Jin-Ho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around and kill me
Yeah,
before he
see
kill
what-
y'all.
How you gonna leave me in a situation that I could die? Then all of a sudden you come back all like, oh, so everyone's still alive? And you automatically think the richest or the one with the biggest guy did the thing. But screw everybody else over. You want me to kill. You have not witnessed the savagery. Nani? Nah, I'm gonna take a knee. I'll take a knee.
So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jin-Woo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them, boom these bums. So this mage
time
ends
to
up
collect
blasting
bodies.
Jin-Woo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month, but that little massage that you just gave me finally
Massage.
fixed it. So allow
Not
me to
massage.
return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jin-Woo and was like, let me
First
give you a
victim.
reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the fuck are you gonna do to us, huh?
Good night.
With no
Look at them
emotion,
eyes,
just
the eyes,
decapitates
bro.
this man. Niggas is shocked. They like,
This animation was
"Nani? How the
crazy."
hell did an E-rank just kill a D-rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E-rank. This is a Smurf of Doom. So they all try to jump him,
Boy,
but it is
boy,
no
did you
use.
such
He
awesome-
flash
awesome
steps,
job,
bro,
man.
and just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with a swing, misses, knife to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes'
not
deaths
broccoli.
even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Double kill.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like,
Nigga, what the
Love
fuck
it.
is this bullshit?
so Jin-Woo easily kills his bum ass. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause.
Kill.
Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man caught 5 bodies, but he wasn't done.
As he
Because he still had to
should.
deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys will just hold.
They won bum. Why I'm just now thinking about this. Okay, if the other 5 guys, if they have they friends, they brother or sister or whatever, whoever they was with, and he basically did the same thing, like if you kill your friend or your brother or sister, whatever, I will let you live and I'll let you be part of my pack. Boy, that got me thinking. That's foul. Boy, no.
Holding me back because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him. But
That's a
Wolf
nice
Speed
little
blitzes him
fire
and
flame
tells
you
him,
got.
Nah, buddy, you're right?
The face palm
Just another
of embarrassment. Love it. Love this.
Boom! Face plants this bum. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch-ass nigga. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God.
Good night.
This man just wiped the whole team. Dropped off all 6 of them to send them back to the lobby.
6
but
bodies.
these were not the only human bodies Woo called oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Tae-shik Kang. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened? Jin-Woo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Tae-shik Kang. But Mr. Tae-shik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these prisoners. And the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Tae-shik to kill these dudes. And that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However,
now, if I was in this raid with prisoners, what happened in dungeon, stay in the dungeon. As long as I'm still alive, hey, they were murderers and killers. You just done us all a favor. I don't know about y'all, but especially in the world of anime, I would, once again, we in a dungeon. Whatever happened to dungeon, I was like, hey, you don't want to supervise. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Bye.
What was not deserved is what happened to these two. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas.
I went and saw nothing.
Maniac did. He kills old boy and the old
That's
nigga.
messed up.
Then when Jin-Woo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until Jin-Woo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your backline and kill your healer?
CJ.
You're not gonna protect the poor bitch. And my God, this is Jin-Woo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jin-Woo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, King was a B-rank hunter, and Unk was a C-rank hunter. And also, you can't forget, Unk has one arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually, characters with one arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with one arm. So Woo, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you could read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
I fell out to my knees when the Lord came. Okay.
You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep Virgil. So when OG was about to die, Jin-Woo finally decided to save this man. But I don't care. Too little too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jin-Woo special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you could pull up cold as shit. King serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Tae-shik Kang wasn't an idiot like the six-tack. This man knew off the rip. He ranked my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jin-Woo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys started dancing. Everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jin-Woo got that notification and the system said once again,
get the next body, bruh. Get that next body, bruh.
Or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whip this nigga ass. So Jin-Woo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Tae-shik was stunned. He was like, holy shit, Was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jin-Woo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jin-Woo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Keishi gives him using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jin-Woo just took. And that man Keishi was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are.
My thing is, for my guy, like, even without her, Big Woo over here is gonna be alright. He got his own self-healing. But my thing is, why you marinating his suffering with cutting his ankle? First of all, you're the one that poisoned. You could have gone ahead and off her. What y'all doing monologue and smiling and stuff? I am not on this guy's side, but what's all this monologue y'all doing and y'all not finishing nobody off? Like, hello? But of course, anime. Duh.
But Jin-Woo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, "Born again!" Like, bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his backline. It's over. At this point, just surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jin-Woo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura.
That is so awesome.
This man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo aura farming over his body. I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker aura farming over my dead body. But with that being said, Tashika Kong became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom, the Jin-Woo trials.
Wait. Who's that transition?
The Jin-Woo
transition. No.
by the Smurf of Doom.
That glow up. Look at that transition, CJ. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B, scrapping with a Souls boss. Now, this man Jin-Woo is not new to fighting crazy-ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane. But there was one boss that put so much belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink this hunting shit. And it was none other than the 7-foot big body Igris the Blood Red. Motherfucker look like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. And this man Jin-Woo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jin-Woo. Igris looked at bro and said, "Are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? On God, bitch boy." So Igris speed blitzes Jin-Woo, and just from the first strike, bro,
this whole entire fight
destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he struck again, and Jin-Woo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sent him across the throne room in 1 second. Like didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jin-Woo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Igris had Ultra Instinct. But Jin-Woo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jin-Woo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jin-Woo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jin-Woo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Igris, being a gentleman, decided, "Oh, we throwing hands, so I like you, little nigga. All right, let's throw hands then." Bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Igris wasted no time. Bro stood there in aura farm for 2 seconds. Then boom! with the snap of a finger, plants this man in the ground.
No.
Punch was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room. Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the humbling this man to a pope in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jin-Woo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Egress had perfect defense. But while Jin-Woo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck.
That was cool,
and he
by the
finally
way.
took some health off. But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball.
No. I watch a good amount of plenty anime, especially some somewhat good fighting animes. I never seen nothing like that. Personally to me, I never seen nothing like that. In midair, you literally hitting a human body in midair, didn't touch the ground. If he did, it bounced.
Look at this in slow
Fell out to my knees with a Lord.
motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back,
Not
while
slow
making
motion,
him flip
CJ.
mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker. And dog, at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag, then threw him across the room again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
"Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch."
So Egress uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at Jin-Woo. But Jin-Woo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man. And this is when Jin-Woo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, "Nah, I'm not done yet." He starts shoving that motherfucker in there dead.
There you go.
But look at this. Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed. Then he shoved it in his throat again. Pause. But dog, this insane lock-in moment by Jin-Woo gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, insane work. Nigga beat a Souls boss IRL and on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try, but bro proved that he was Himothy just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal.
Right.
The Jin-Woo trials. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will Jin-Woo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already did. That was my reaction to cjdachamp, my first video at that, the Sun Ji-woo trials. But once again, huge shout out to Alex Lee and cjdachamp. Please like and please subscribe. And I'll see y'all guys next time. This is